Hey you guys, lately I have been playing around with some more neutral, like everyday kind of wear looks lately, and just kind of trying out different eye shapes and different things like that. So today I'm kind of doing a get ready with me because I'm going to be filming another video right after this one, and I usually do my makeup right before I film, so I figured I would turn on the camera anyway. And I'm just going to be doing a very pretty, smoked out, soft kind of look. So I'm starting by going in with my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. I am trying to use up a bunch of little older samples that I have. So if I'm like pulling out stuff that seems really old or things that are in little packets, it's because I am trying to kind of clean it up and get rid of some of this stuff. I actually really do like this eye primer quite a bit though. It's really, really nice. But I've had this half open packet for a while and I want to use it up. So today I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I haven't really bought any new palettes lately. I kind of want to see what comes out over the next few weeks and see if there's anything that really grabs my attention. But I know a lot of you are like me and don't like buying a new palette like every 10 minutes, or frankly can't afford to buy a new palette every 10 minutes because that's a lot of money to drop every time there's a new release. I am using the Classic Chocolate Bar palette. You can use anything for this look that has a good mix of browns in it, just because that's what I'm mostly going to be using. So I'm going in with my Sigma E40 brush, and I'm going in with, God, I hate these little papers. Okay, I'm going in with white chocolate first, right underneath my brow bone. And next I'm taking Salted Caramel, which is probably one of my very favorite colors ever. It is so, so pretty. And I'm putting this in the crease. I swear though, this brush is like magic. This brush is so, so good. And I am pulling this out from the corner of my eye. I used to, when I would do makeup, would keep everything like this, like nothing would go past the corner of my eye, and I wondered why my eyes look so small all the time. Well, I'm taking that exact same brush and I'm going into Milk Chocolate, and I'm kind of laying the brush down flat on my eye and tipping it up so it's in the crease but lower than the Salted Caramel shade. Just pulling that color out as well. Now, if it feels like the Salted Caramels disappeared at all, you can take a little bit more and just blend in along that edge to add that bit of warmth back in. Now I'm taking a smaller brush with a similar shape, and I'm going into the shade Semi-Sweet. It's another matte brown. And I'm concentrating this on the outer corner and just blending it inwards. And if that line looks a little bit harsh, just go back in with the E40 or a fluffier brush and just work it out of it. For the serum portion of my lid, I am taking just a standard shader brush, and I'm going in with the shade, who do I want to play with? Let's play with Hazelnut. This is a really pretty shimmer shade. That's just going right on the center. And I'm taking my super fine detailer brush and I'm taking Marzipan. And I'm just working that on that inner corner up into the brown, just like that. For liner, I'm actually taking a flat liner brush and I'm going into this shade. This is Triple Fudge. I keep looking down because I've got the little paper right there. And I'm loading that brush off. And I'm just going and impressing that right against that lash line. I've been loving using shadow for liner lately because one, you will always have a liner that goes well with your look if you have a dark shade in a palette. And two, I find it sometimes easier if you don't want a super harsh look to use an eyeshadow rather than using a pencil liner and smudging it out, because sometimes that can be difficult to control, whereas using an eyeshadow is really, really easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, and of course I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash. All right, let's go ahead and finish up the rest of the face, and then we will come back and finish up the eyes. For primer today, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is a really good primer. It's not one of my favorites, but I do have this little sample I want to use up, and my skin has been a bit finicky lately. As you can see, I have a brand new breakout right there. I have some dry patches here. It's just, my skin freaks out every single time the weather changes. And the fact that I had pizza for dinner and have been eating a ridiculous amount of Halloween candy probably isn't helping. And for foundation, I'm using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. You do have to use way more of this than they say you do, but I do still really, really like it, and I love using it with the Real Techniques Complexion Blender brush. So what I do with this is I typically put like 2 or 3 drops on each cheek or each section of my face and work it in section by section. You can put the drops all over your face and then go in, but I find that you can risk the drops falling off your face, going onto your clothes, dropping onto your eye makeup if they're on your forehead, etc. And a drop just flew onto my leg. Thankfully, I'm wearing shorts. I know this seems time consuming, and it is if you use a beauty blender, but with a brush, this actually goes really, really fast. And for underneath my eyes today, I'm using my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector in Light because it's a nice, creamy, peachy concealer. And I really like this for the days where I don't feel like doing the whole Tarte Shape Tape thing. Also, this is very nice if your under eyes tend to get very dry during the winter because Shape Tape is very, very dry. And I find that this does have a good amount of coverage for bad under eye circles without being drying, which is so, so nice. And you can either choose to set this or not. If you don't have a lot of under eye creasing issues, don't worry about setting it. If you tend to crease though, this is very, very creamy, so you can either smooth it out during the day, which is what I usually do, or you can set it with just a tiny, tiny bit of powder. So I'm actually going to do that today. I'm using the NYX HD Finishing Powder and just a small little brush. And I really lightly set that. If you set it too much, you're going to have the same effect as Shape Tape, where it's going to look crazy. And then I just go and I set anywhere, like always, that gets oily or tends to wear off quickly. This look is actually really, really fast, you guys. So right now I've been working on this for about 15 minutes or so, but honestly, if you weren't talking someone through it, it would go way faster. So now I'm going to do my brows, and oh my gosh, Give Me Brow. I'm kind of in love with this stuff. Like, this is really, really good, especially if you have non-existent eyebrows. Well, you have hair there, but it's so blonde it doesn't show up. This is perfect. I also really like this for more natural days or when I don't want to have a super sharp brow look and or I'm running really short on time. Now you can't really sculpt a whole lot with this. And if you have missing hair like I do, it doesn't really fill in that area. Like you can still see there's gapping there, but you can take like the very tip of it, go in with the product, let it sit for just a second, and then very lightly brush it. And you can get more product to stick in like a specific area, and it will help with the baldness a bit. Or you can go back in with a pencil after you're done or before. But yeah, look at that difference. It's huge. It's insane. And 3 actually, like number 3 really goes with my hair better than I thought it would. But I do put this on pretty heavy. You can kind of adjust the shade a little bit if you go lighter, like have a lighter hand. I'm sorry my voice is so bad right now, you guys. It's like 9 o'clock at night when I'm filming this. So like my voice is already shot for the day. And you can't get a super sharp tail with this. That is one thing, is I do like a very sharp tail on my brows. So what I do is I'll take a pinky, kind of run it along the top, and you can kind of pull that out a little bit to get a sharper look. I'm actually not doing contour today, and for blush, I'm throwing it way back, and I'm using this. This is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in 05 Fresh Pink. I absolutely love this blush. I think it is beautiful. This is great when you want something that's very fresh and pretty and bright looking, and you don't want your face to look too powdery. So what I do is I usually take these 2 fingers. You can use a brush with this, but I just go in with my fingers, and I just tap this right on my cheeks. I try not to like smear too much because that can move the foundation underneath it. I just pick up the product and tap, and you can really layer this. And for some reason, like I don't know if it's because it's cream product. I've tried tints before. I'm not a big fan of cheek tints, but this for some reason, because you can layer it so beautifully, just gives this gorgeous like lit from within kind of look. And you can very easily concentrate it where you want it. And for highlight, I'm going in with Champagne Pop, just because I feel like a little bit of gold would look really, really pretty with this look. So let me grab my e.l.f. highlighting brush. And I do like taking this down my nose as well. This may be a bit of a strong highlight for down your nose, so if you don't like extreme nose highlight, then skip it. I also do the center of my forehead and the Cupid's bow, all the usual suspects. All right, let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. So I am going back into our chocolate bar palette, which for some reason I decided to, put away, even though I'm going to use it again. All right, and I'm taking that same small detailer brush I was using earlier, and I'm going to go into this beautiful, beautiful highlight shade. I love this shade. I use this shade on my face. I use it like for everything. It's so pretty. It's Champagne Truffle. I'm just putting this right underneath that brow bone. If you think Champagne Truffle's a bit strong for a brow bone highlight, you can also mix it with the matte white in here, which is white chocolate, and that makes a really pretty highlight as well. I'm also taking this on the inner corner. And then for underneath my eyes today, I'm feeling very, very just soft. So I'm going to go in with Salted Caramel, which is the first shade we used in our crease. And I'm taking that all the way across. I'm really fluffing it out. And then I'm going to grab that same flat eyeliner brush we used earlier, but this time I'm going to go in with Semi-Sweet, which is this shade. It's really hard to show this palette because you can't bend the mirror all the way back. Like, I love that you can do that with all the Anastasia palettes. But I'm just popping this right along that lash line. You guys know I don't like doing mascara on my lower lashes a whole lot, just because my lower lashes are so long it can look almost fake. I know that sounds weird, but when I do my lower lashes, it looks very like dolly. So I tend to avoid that for day to day, and usually only do that if I'm doing something super dramatic or a costume look. So I really like taking a darker eyeshadow and going right along that lash line. All right, we are almost done. I just need to pick a lip color. All right, I'm going to try mixing two things. I haven't tried mixing before. So I'm going in with this Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade Touch of Spice. This is one of my favorite fall colors. It is absolutely gorgeous. My lips are so dry, you guys. It's terrible. If you follow me on Instagram, I actually posted on my stories earlier that I actually have a split in my lip because they got chapped today. And when I went to put on lip balm, it ripped. And I'm like, oh, it hurts so bad. Thankfully, it's healing pretty quick though. And then for the center of this, I actually want to go in with this. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Lip Gloss in the shade Featherless. This is part of their Flights Fancy collection, and I did not think I would like this when I got it, but I actually love it. It's one of my favorite nude peachy lip glosses ever. It's so pretty. So I'm just kind of layering this on top, but concentrating it right in the center. Okay, that's pretty. Yay, it worked out. I love when that happens. All right, you guys, so here is the final look. This is a very quick but very pretty look to do for fall. I think this is great for if you have a quick party to go to or something that you need to do after work, where you need something that is more toned down and daytime appropriate, but that can also look beautiful at nighttime, especially if you put on, a slightly more glossy lip or add a little bit of extra dark eyeshadow as a liner. You could very easily skip the smoky under eye and the dark shadow liner and put on a nude lip and wear this as a look to work or during the day, and then just quickly touch up and be ready for a party at night. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this little tutorial / get ready with me. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the little notification bell to get notified when I put up new videos. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, but of course I'm on Twitter and Instagram the most. And I love hearing from you guys then in the comments below as well. So if you have any questions, comments, or just want to say hi, go ahead and do that because I love hearing from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.